What's up, guys? I know it's been a hot minute since I've made a new video with the new cut that's not a review or a vlog, and I thought I'd do something easy while I get my stuff together because I'm still kind of like transitioning from vacation to just normal life, and my room's like a mess and there's a bunch of stuff that I want to do, but there's other things that I have to take care of before I present the new stuff to you. So I figured I would do a tag video because I haven't done one of those in a while, and I figured, why not? You probably want to get to know me just a little bit more. So I got this tag from, I think it's Eamon the Outcast, and actually, like, I saw it on somebody else's video. This is an old tag, but I mean, you can always reuse tags whenever you want, right? So, I'm going to do my best to answer the questions as best as I can, so here we go. Question 1. What is your cosplay name? My cosplay name used to be whatever my character was at the time, or it would be pretty much the name I go by on Miko, which is Miko Hiro. But now I go by Anti-Prince Cosplay. That's the name of my Facebook page, so I'll definitely add a link to it below in the description. You can check out my stuff. I do need to update it with more cosplay stuff, but that's pretty much what I go by. So normally, like, I'll be maybe Anti-Prince Hiro, but Anti-Prince Cosplay is my name. It's just kind of a play on words of the whole, like, anti-hero Prince Charming, so I just slapped the two together and I am Anti-Prince. It has nothing to do with the artist Prince. He's a fantastic guy. But that's how I got my name. Question 2. What got you into cosplay? So, many of you probably already know this, like, if you've been following me for a really long time, but for those who are new who don't know, I got into cosplay through one of my best friends, Maki. I didn't know what cosplay was, and we pretty much stayed up all night marathoning every single episode of Trigun until like the middle of night, and then she sprung the idea of, we should totally cosplay this, and I was totally like on board with it, and that's what happened. That's how I got into cosplay, and I've been doing it ever since. Question 3. How long have you been cosplaying? I've been cosplaying since 2004. So, as I'm filming this, I have been cosplaying for about 15 years. I did take maybe like a year off of, like, I didn't really do anything new or anything for a while, but for the most part, I'm just sticking with I've been doing it for 15 years as of now. Question 4. How many cosplays have you done? I have no idea. I thought of maybe like going back and counting how many I've done. I'll put a picture of all the people and characters I've cosplayed right next to me, and I think I've done, and also the correct number, but I think I've done somewhere between 15 and 25, somewhere between there. I've done quite a bit, but not as much as most people who have been doing cosplay for 15 years, especially if you're like a professional cosplayer. Question 5. What was your first cosplay and how do you feel about it? My very first cosplay, as I've said in how I got into cosplay, was Legato Blue Summers from Trigun. Monkey cosplayed Bash the Stampede and I was Legato. Those were our two favorite characters in the show. I had his English voice down pat, and I remembered a lot of his lines, and it really creeped her out, and I loved every minute of it. I still love that costume. It's probably the most ambitious first costume to choose, but Maja and I figured it out and did a lot of finagling, creative stuff, because like back then there wasn't as many resources as there are now, so like my My wig is totally inaccurate. I wish I talked about doing contacts but never did, but nobody really cared. I had to modify the whole, like, originally in the show, Legato has a long sleeve black turtleneck, but the first convention I went to is in the summer, and it's super hot here in Texas, and my white coat was made out of upholstery vinyl, so I did not want to die from heat stroke, so I wore a sleeveless black turtleneck, but it worked and nobody really complained about it, and we did a lot of creative stuff. So I still really like that costume. It was a lot of work, but like we learned a whole bunch of new things and stuff, and it ended up being fun, and the reactions we got were great, especially for me, and that's why I like continue to do cosplay, because of that first costume. We've both talked about redoing our very first costumes and like making them better now that we have better resources for wigs and tutorials, so sewing tutorials and painting and all the other like things that were not there in 2004. So maybe one day I would really like to go back and revisit that costume and redo it with Maja. That would be fantastic. Question 6. What is your favorite cosplay? Okay, so I keep mentioning this one person named Maja. That's just what I call my mom. We work together as a team with my costumes, so she does like a lot of the sewing, and I do a lot of like the designing portion of the costume, and also anything that has to do with embellishments and crafting and props, stuff like that. So I do those things because we're both like, we kind of fit in where our skill sets need. She's not very good at like visualizing like how to put things together, but I am. But I'm not very good at like executing the sewing, but she is. So her favorite cosplay is Dee's vocalist Asagi from Yami no Kuni no Alice peeve. And I kind of want to say that that's probably one of my favorite costumes as well. It just made me feel so like, I don't know, regal and elegant and nice, and it was like the closest thing that I got into like Lolita, and it was a really nice costume. It's kind of heavy and hot, but it was so beautiful, and I loved it. I guess another costume I guess recently, I really like my Hikaru Osari from B Project. His original like costume, I really like that outfit. It's really cool. But I have a lot of favorites, but I think I'll probably most likely agree with Maja that Asagi's costume is most likely my favorite costume. Question number 7. What is your favorite thing about cosplay? I guess the friends that I have met. Like, that's one thing that I like. I'm not really into, I guess, interacting with communities very much. I'm very much like my own, like, circle. So, I just kind of hang out. I don't know. Like, I participate, and I kind of contribute a little bit, but I don't really interact as much, so I'm very ignorant to some things. But I've enjoyed, like, all the friends that I've made through cosplay and the stuff that I cosplay, because some of it is stuff that's, like, not popular, especially when it's, like, visual kei and stuff. But I think another thing that I really enjoy about cosplaying is having to be able to spend time with Maja. We both get to struggle together. We both get to like be like happy and sad and feel the ups and downs of just constructing, and then feeling the joy of when it's done. I like being able to bond with her as we do it, and like we go through the same process like about every year where I'm like, oh Maja, like I want to do this, and she groans and she complains, and then once we hit like fabric store, she's just like hyped. She's like, oh, we need to get a poly cotton blend, whatever, spandex like fabric, and I'm just like, whoa, the switch is turned on. So I really enjoyed that part of it the most, I believe. But also being able to interact and hang out with my friends is also a nice, like, plus as well. Question number 8. What is your cosplay pet peeve? It used to be, like, the gatekeepers, the, like, elitist cosplayers that I haven't really came across too many of them. But there have been a couple that would put down other cosplayers for their craftsmanship and quality, and then their craftsmanship and quality doesn't quite, like, translate to what they're saying. And it just seems super hypocritical that they do that, and they're like, oh, they didn't do this correctly, but it's just like, but honey, like, your seams are like, there's thread everywhere, like, why did you do this? And I just, like, I can't. But I guess now the new gatekeepers are the ones that, like, tell people that, oh, you can't be this character because of your skin color, like your race, or your skin color, or I guess the same thing as your race, or your body shape, or your height. Like, I can't stand those people, especially when they, like, label, like, people of color, especially if you have brown skin, like, oh, this is Black Goku, or this is, Black Sailor Moon. It's just, we're all in costume, we're all a character. Like, this is Sailor Moon no matter what race she is. This is Goku no matter what race they are. Like, it doesn't matter. And I wish, like that mentality would, like, go away. And I don't know if it's always been like that since I started cosplaying, but I know it stands out a lot more, maybe because of social media. Also, I guess the popular one that I've noticed while I was, like, looking for these tags was that, the people that try to, like, that get upset about not getting the likes and the attention they, like, that they feel like they deserve, like, they're entitled to, like, and really, cosplay's for everyone, and everyone should have fun. Like, don't take cosplay seriously. It's not meant to be serious. It's supposed to be fun. Question number 9. How do you get your cosplays? I pretty much kind of answered this question, but Masha and I do our own cosplays. Some of them, depending on certain pieces, we have, like, bought things and then modified them. My Dio Distraught Overlords vocalist, Miko, I did the Carried On PV, and also Born's vocalist, Ryoga, from the Abnormal Machine Head or Head Machine album, like, those outfits. Like, we would, like, buy blazers and, like, pants, and then we would, like, modify them, like, put zippers or leather or studs, stuff like that. So it just kind of seemed pointless to make, like, a whole new jacket. But then there are other things where we had to build it from the ground up, like the Asagi costume or Legato. But yeah, for the most part, we make everything but every now and then we do buy stuff and, like, modify it because it's just a lot easier, and there's just, like, no point in just making it from scratch sometimes. Question number 10. What is your most recent cosplay? As of now, this year, my newest cosplay, which I have not posted on Facebook yet, is one costume I've been looking forward to do, which is Pierrot's vocalist, Kirito, from the Neo Grotesque PV. put a picture here. So ta-da, now you've seen it before I put it on my Facebook. But that's what that looks like, and I'm very happy we got it done in time. We really struggled with this. I need to fix the wig. I'm not happy with it. It curled up in my suitcase because I was going out of state with it to debut it. But for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it, especially because some people recognized what it was, which is nice because it is an older PV. I guess somewhat newish costume. I also have not posted pictures, like a bunch of pictures of it, but I did dress up as Saki from Zombieland Saga. So I did do that, and I am planning on trying to do her zombie look for OniCon hopefully this year. So I'll be doing a cos test for that. Alright, so that's all the questions in the cosplay tag. I'll put all the questions below in the description, and if you want to take the cosplay tag, feel free to do it. I am not going to be tagging anybody, but it's just pretty much open to anyone who is bored and wants to do a cosplay tag. And if you do it, please send me the link, and I would totally love to check it out and comment and learn more about you guys who do cosplay. I hope you learned a little bit more about myself. I might pull up a cosplay tag I did on my page and re-answer it, because some of the answers might have changed for some of the questions. But for now, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you like seeing my face, my sweaty face, and hearing my annoying crackly voice, you can hit that subscribe button down there. I make videos every now and then, and if you want early access to videos that I post here and post that myself and the other writers of Muddy Cold create, you can check out my Patreon and subscribe there. We do a whole bunch of cool fun stuff there, and I give out extra little goodies too. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.